Well, it seems that I just can't fucking escape Dawn Brothers. And not only did I put up my fucking Jacksepticeye meme review of episode 1, but I also decided in order to truly defeat Dawn Brothers, I have to fix its biggest problem. So I threw together in a day what a proper Dawn Brothers Team Henshin video would look like. Put that up on the channel. And in 5 days, it's gotten, let's see what it's at right this very second. That's just about 25,000 views.
No fucking way. Wow.
We have a new most popular video on the channel.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Damn
my
you,
God.
Dawn Brothers.
And not only that, but because of it, our subscriber count jumped by 100. The biggest increase we've seen in probably 5 years.
Wow.
Damn you, Dawn Brothers. All I could imagine was the scene at the end of Planet of the Apes, except instead of the Statue of Liberty was like a giant Domo Otaro.
It's not him doing the Statue of Liberty pose. It's him with his arms out and the fan in one hand.
Damn you! Damn you all!
You know what? I'm gonna make that because I actually have the background shot for Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I'm not that funny, but
It'd be funny.
Well, that is the end of Castranger Season 9. It is our 9th anniversary this year. It is time to start Castranger Season 10. Cue the roll call!
Connect. Loading.
Broadcast.
Perfect.
Show running Super Savant.
Level up.
Bluecaster Super Ichi.
Loudon Online, Greycaster, Robolane,
Researcher of the Tokuverse, Ultracaster, Gar,
A Spark of Courage, The Power of Dreams, Orange Caster, Global Soft Perka,
Casting, criticism, comedy, chaos.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 427.
Have we really been doing it that long?
Yo,
Nice
Baneri?
callback. Episode
Good shit.
Baneri.
and I haven't even been here for all of it, and it feels like a million years.
427, not 47, Multi. Good try.
He immediately deletes the comment.
So today is not only our 9-year anniversary of this amazing podcast that we've been doing. Today is also the launch of Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 2. Mega.
Oh boy.
Play now. It's a Neo Tokyo themed season. It's really fucking dope. Eren Yeager's in it.
Do people still play Fortnite?
Yes, a lot. A lot of people.
I love how in earnest that was. People still play Fortnite?
No, I said, do people still play Fortnite?
They do. I do every single day. It's the most consistent game I've played in like 3 years.
Oh my god. Fortnite to him is what Final Fantasy 14 is to me.
Yeah, no, it was amazing that Ichi and I both found a game we absolutely fucking loved like in the same year.
That was not meant to be mocking of. I would
No, Emily, do not worry. That's fine.
2019 was just our year, I guess.
I haven't put it for a long time, so I was wondering, like, is it still a thing?
Also, an amazing thing came in the mail this week. I got my SH Figuarts Zenkaiser Black.
Wait, have you opened them yet?
No, I have not, because I'm moving in less than a month, and I'm gonna wait till I get a display up, and then I will get it. But oh my god, I'm so happy.
You cut out. Lane?
And I got it for less than $100.
Lane, all we heard was, and then everything just went like
I know, but I want.
Much like Senkaija Black, you entered the void.
Oh no! Well, anyways, I spent less than $100 on it, so
Really good.
yeah.
And speaking of things coming in the mail, I got that goddamn Dawn Blaster you bought for me.
Yeah, you did, and you had fun with it.
Now it's going to sit up on my shelf, far out of reach.
Oh, also, I got the support rider's belt, but at no gun to use the cards with.
Oh,
Rip.
Well, I mean, I pre-ordered the laser Raise Riser boost buckle set, so.
All right, well,
Well,
if you happen to be listening for the first time, thank you. I know we have a couple of new people in the server, given our recent surge in popularity. So if you don't know who we are a bunch of tokusatsu fans who get together every week to talk about Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and usually a third thing. But this is yet another very special week because it is the debut of Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger. So,
I was gonna say we're a bunch of kings and a queen who get together every week.
yeah.
the queen apparently is also a king, according to. I don't know. I don't think I deserve to be in that group. I am a peasant.
Oh.
and I am. What's the word I've been calling myself the last few days?
Jester?
No, it started with a B.
What?
Best. No.
No, it was a derogatory word.
Bastard?
No, the other one.
I don't know.
Bitch?
The B word, like.
I don't know. I'll think of it.
I'd be like a squire, I think.
A knight in training?
Yeah.
Or page. Anyway, so yes, usually we would have a feature topic, but this week, since it is the debut of King-Ohger, we will be spending some extra time talking about our thoughts on the series, based on the first episode, making our predictions, sharing our first impressions, all that after we talk about the actual episode.
Oh yeah.
Bother. That's it.
Oh, like
Bother.
No. Like sorry to bother you.
yeah, like Winnie the Pooh says that.
Yeah.
Oh, all
But
right.
in a very sad way. But anyways, we're here to talk about people from Japan that dress in spandex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I thought we were here to talk about Kamen Rider and Super Sentai.
That's the same thing.
Thank you, Lane. That is the joke.
Thank you, Ted.
No, I know.
All right, well, before we get to any of that, we have some news to talk about, and I would like to open our news segment by sharing something that I actually meant to include last week, and it turns out that as we finish Dawn Brothers, they start giving me things I asked for, because it turns out that the Noto's armored forms did have form names.
Oh, sweet.
So I just want to run through these real quick. So Sonoi's armored form is called Baron Cross, which is awesome. Sononi's form is Koron Dress. Sonoza is Kage Style. Sonoshi is Akahare Mask. Sonogo is National Fit. And Sonoroku is Carbide Crystal.
I get it.
Because they're based on the suits that the suits are inspired by.
Yeah, it's like Baron Cross is Baron 1. Corona Dress is Condor Man. Kage Style is based on Kage Man, I think his name is, or Kage Mask, or Cage Mask, I think his name is. Anyways, National Fit is of course National Kid, and Carboride is I don't know. He's supposed to be wait, that's 6, right?
Yeah,
that's the gray one.
Yes.
So, it's supposed to be what's his name from Changeron. That's it.
All right, and what about Sonoshi? You skipped him.
Akashadi Mask. I can't remember his tokusatsu
all right.
series.
Anyways, they're based on the suits that they were inspired by.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so that is very cool. Now I am happy that not only is Sonoi my favorite villain, but I get to know that his armor is Baron Cross.
Villain.
Antagonist.
Antagonist, there you go.
Yeah. All right.
Hero.
All right, next on the news docket, there is the announcement of the King-Ohger opening theme. And wow, it is a fucking bop and a half.
I just noticed they didn't have it this week.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's the first episode.
Yeah. Usually they don't play the actual opening sequence because they want us to get introduced to the characters first before they give us what we're going to be watching every week.
Sense.
And not only is it a fucking jam and a half, I have already started learning to sing it.
Oh, sweet.
That fucking fast part in the middle goes so hard, and I love it. Just like Makariami Handa Tabash Tachiyagi Shida Bato Gura Gura Kodomataka Kona Manjitari Nai Nandate Arejani Chipana Dizara Zara Majikate Kozo.
Oh no, he's just having a stroke.
Yeah.
No, freaking no. Ichi, stop singing. You're nailing it so hard. YouTube thinks it's the real deal.
We're gonna get copyright zapped because you're too perfect. No, I'm not. I know I'm not.
There are more songs.
But the TV size of Zenryoku King by Takayuki Furukawa is now streaming on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Line Music, and many more. So go out and get it and listen to it 100 times like I have been.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait for the full version. All right, next on the news docket, we got some information regarding the upcoming Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always film.
Oh, it's a film?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a special at like 55 minutes.
That's pretty close to being a film.
It's definitely more than an episode. I thought it was just going to be like an episode.
Oh, fuck. If this was an episode, fans would have rioted.
Doesn't mean it wouldn't happen. So yes, the Netflix summary states, after tragedy strikes, an unlikely young hero takes her rightful place among the Power Rangers to get revenge on the team's oldest arch nemesis.
Budget.
Budget? That's their arch nemesis?
And
The budget.
I was going to say, if you couldn't guess who that was, reprising her role in the film is Barbara Goodson as Rita Repulsa.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but Barbara Goodson was just the voice. Who would actually be Rita?
Wasn't there at some point in the show where someone was actually playing Rita?
Yeah, there
in
was.
season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Barbara Goodson was still the voice.
So they'll just do that again. Maybe. I don't know. So Once and Always is releasing exclusively on Netflix April 19th.
Nice.
Very cool. All right.
I just like the title of it, Once and Always.
Yeah.
Once a ranger, always a ranger.
You can't leave.
You either have a succeeding acting career, or you just bank on Power Rangers for the next 30 to 40 years.
All right. Next on our news docket, there is apparently a Crayon Shin-chan and Shin Kamen Rider crossover anime.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, it's not the first time he's crossed over with Kamen Rider. He did
Yeah.
Deno, he did Forze.
I remember Deno.
Because Action Kamen is one of the main character or like concepts in Shin-chan. Like he has a Kamen Rider.
Oh my
character.
god, that's funny.
They named him something kind of unfortunate in the English dub.
Isn't the English dub by Funimation sort of like their same issue as Sergeant Frog, where it's just reference humor after reference humor?
Yeah, and basically they took everything that wasn't a dumb joke and made it a dumb joke. I really do not like that, being how they took comedies and they took one of my favorite things of all time and put random molestation jokes in. So,
Well, now you're in luck. Discotheque got the rights to it and didn't include the dub.
yeah, I know. I heard, and I know that people mean, but I'm actually glad that they didn't dub. People didn't in the dub.
I like the art style.
So anyone who wants to watch this special, it will be airing March 18th.
And I'm someone who usually is very, very, very pro dub. Like, my mom likes to watch dubbed shows. I try to wait for it to be dubbed. She's okay with subs sometimes. But when the dub is not actually accurate to what is being portrayed, and I don't mean like changing a few words around or like translating things, I mean like what they did there.
Yeah.
Or it's like, take the script, throw it through a paper shredder, and just what's popular right now.
I don't even consider it a dub, actually. It's like an abridged series.
There's also an interest, a very terrible abridged series. Speaking of Shin Kamen Rider, I also I found this. Apparently there's a Shin Kamen Rider prequel manga.
Oh.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry for that weird tangent.
Yeah. Where it's I guess it ties into the movie as well, where it shows more of Shocker. So probably Shocker's not going to get that much development in the movie.
Okay.
Honestly, the closer we get to this movie, the more that I honestly don't really care.
My interest in Ichigo and most of show in general has always just been kind of
But it's just the thing of I watched all of Kamen Rider. We're currently a few episodes into X. I should be really excited for this. But I think it's just, I don't know, I got my fix on Shin Ultraman last year. I could have waited a few more years.
All right. And our last news story is the announcement of something I know Lane is happy about.
It's already a thing.
Well, it's announced again.
Well, no, it's an official thing now.
Yeah. Premium Bandai has announced the ultimate Unkokuken Kurayami from Kamen Rider Saber.
I want it. It's so expensive.
It is about 810 millimeters in length, 220% larger than the DX toy.
Yep.
Comes with transformation sounds, special move sounds, comes with dialogue from each of the actors that played Caliber, Kamijo, Kento, and Hayato.
Fuck you, Sophia.
Yeah, I guess. We don't count you.
No.
Let's see. Product is priced at 18,700 yen.
Yeah, so it's gonna be close to almost $300. So I'm like, I want it, but no.
Shipping in July.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
All right. Note: the Ultimate Unkokuken Kurayami is not compatible with DX Wonder Ride books or DX Caliber Driver.
No, by owning this sword, you cannot see into the future.
Oh yeah, also will not let you see the end of the world. Thank God.
Could you imagine if that's actually on the box?
Apparently, someone opened their freaking King-Ohger transformation device with an actual Seiken from Saber.
Yeah,
Okay,
I happened through random YouTube links. I happened upon this one reviewer whose name I completely forget, but I posted a screenshot in our chat, and he was opening, not actually because it's not sharp. He was opening his Ohger Caliber box with his 1-to-1 scale Seiken sword driver.
Gee, why does that sound familiar, Ichi?
That's the guy.
I prefer our video of it. Time to open this, you behind the camera. Don't you dare! I put the sword away and I grabbed the blue scissors as if I shrank it down to scissors.
Yep. But yeah, that guy is super entertaining. I enjoyed watching his review of the Ohger Caliber.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like you said Ultra Caliber for a second.
Sure. King Ultra.
Ultraman King.
Same thing.
Come on.
Anyway, that's the news.
All right.
That's news. Well, that was a short news week.
Yep, good, because we got a lot of other things to talk about.
Yes, we do.
All right, Geats time.
Entry. Ready, fight.
So the Jyamato have apparently moved into the lab that previously belonged to Sengoku Ryoma.
Oh my god.
I saw the building they were in and I'm like, that's the fucking place from the Duke movie.
That movie was dookie.
It's not like Toei reuses sets all the time.
I know, but it's always fun when I'm able to actually remember where it was previously from.
Man, when they were sitting at the little temple there, I was thinking, is that from Hurricaneger? Let me double check. Nope.
So basically, the Jyamato Grand Prix is the DGP just in reverse.
Yep.
Instead of them saving people and stuff, they cause destruction. Who's ever the worst wins.
Michinaga now officially has entered Evil Outfit second form.
Oh, and he's got his hair up in like a knot, kinda. And I fucking love it. It's awesome.
Yeah. And now they finally firmly pointed out the fact that all of the individual singular Jyamato are not only developing their own personalities based on previous dead riders, but there's a chess motif going on here if anyone hadn't picked up on that yet. We have bishop, rook, knight, and 2 pawns.
It's your boy Two Pawns.
We're gonna say bishop, rook, knight, and Tupac.
Tupac.
Oh, poor Kayla. He looks so fucking uncomfortable.
I fucking love what they did with the opening. Not only did they like tinge it with the Jyamato Grand Prix, but now all of the main riders are shown alongside their supporters, and just Kayla and Kekara there. They look like they're posing for the opening of a fucking unlikely roommate sitcom.
Drake and Josh, more like Kayla and Kekara.
I was going to say, like, that shot in the opening destroys me every time someone posts it.
It's Drake and Frog.
Drake and Frog. But now it's just funny because, you know, Neon just has a piece of paper.
Yeah, she's just holding papers that fly around.
Yes, and so like Kyun goes to see Neon again, and he's just being a fucking asshat.
Except he accidentally tipped his hand and let her know that he knows her wish. Moron.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know,
What an idiot.
and you know, like nothing huge or anything, but Neon was made by the creation goddess. No big deal.
Oh boy, fucking everyone's got something wrong with them in this show, and it turns out Neon was wished for by her dad.
By Time Fire.
So Neon's Jesus baby.
Yup. So is that so? I guess that means that Time Fire Dad was a previous player of the DGP.
No. I think because he sponsors them and like gives them money and shit like that. I think it was in exchange for me giving you money to help fund your thing, I get a daughter.
No, because
cool.
I'm pretty sure Niram said the child that he won.
Oh, all right. I figured that'd be more up his alley, where it's like, oh, I'll support you if you give me a daughter.
So now my question is, if Ace ran into Neon's dad, would he recognize him? Like, did they play DGP games together?
Oh, maybe they were. Yeah, maybe John and
Simmons.
The 2 bodyguards?
Maybe
I saw on Twitter, apparently they're going to be back in some episodes soon.
Good.
That is good.
John and Constantine.
Oh.
But yeah, all
It's
this
Constantine.
Yeah, all this, now that there's like time travel and all this weird shit happening on, keeping track of the actual timeline of this series is becoming so much more of a fucking struggle. Ben and John, those are their names.
Ben and John, that's
Ben
right.
and, Ben and Jerry.
Ben Jerry.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
His name is our name too. What?
Yeah, so the other creepy thing that starts happening this episode is, so you remember how Michinaga was hallucinating Toru before? The night Jyamato decides to prey on that by mimicking Toru and having some very creepy and uncomfortable conversations with him.
And they basically say, like, soon this will be this fitting image of your friend.
Oh no, I like that though. It made it look like he was still like talking to a hallucination, and then it just goes, oh no, he's actually fucking there.
Did he look
like,
something
shit.
like this?
And then he goes up to fucking Sparrow, and he's like, why aren't you participating? He's like, I'm not a Jyamato, idiot.
That's a good point. She's not a Jyamato.
Although
We
it
destroyed the helmet already.
for someone who is still a full human, he seems pretty ready to discard his allegiance to all of humanity.
I'm still waiting for Japan to come back, man.
I won't say that's outside the realm of possibility at this point.
I'm wondering if at some point it's just going to be like all the riders we've seen are all just going to come back.
Like Japan, Mary, and then
could
like
be
they'll get Kalo to fucking help them.
It could be that another Jyamato mimics his appearance and memories.
Letter's still dead.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Letter.
Yeah, so the first round of the Jyamato Grand Prix is this Bell Oni Festival where it's an actual festival that humans are running, but Baroba sets it up as a round of this game that they're there to just go and fuck up.
Oh yeah, so this happened that made me fucking happy. So now the Jyamato riders use fucking fever slot buckles.
Yep.
And like they got monster and boost, so I was like, sick! So I can do that combo if I want.
I still love the fever buckle, and I'm sad how little it was used. So I'm glad to see it back.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least now we are seeing it used, and Nago's still using it too, and she got zombie.
Yeah, she got zombie, then she got clonked on the head. And I was like,
I like how there's one part where if you pay attention, you'll notice that she actually revolved to have zombie on the feet, but they didn't show the actual form change. Although, like, sorry, go ahead.
This is my favorite screenshot from the episode.
Non-fiction documentary. You fucking plebe.
Just people complaining about Kamen Rider. Me not giving a shit.
As soon as she like went zombie combined with beat, my brain went zombie.
Beat.
She's really into death metal now.
Also we got to see Buffa Command Form, and holy shit, was it awesome!
I love how he just like doesn't give a fuck about the sword. He like yeets it at Geats.
Yeah,
and then he just like cuts himself with it to charge it.
Yeah, no, that was so fucking cool. Fucking Michinaga is such a badass.
Let it be known that this is legit the final frame in the episode.
Mm-hmm. Going in for the kill.
Even Ace makes like a little like kind of like comment to himself, going like, "Huh, well played." And I was like, "Yeah." Even Ace is fucking impressed with him.
I think my favorite part of this episode, though, was when the supporters were describing how in the future everyone's life is like The Sims, and everything is predetermined, and they can program everything.
Yeah,
and
that was interesting.
That sounds like I'm guessing they're gonna go like, oh, that's not freedom. No, that sounds awesome.
Right?
That sounds
sign me up.
I would much rather live like that than, and so many people would not get hurt or do stupid things if the girl was like.
There is something like that. It's called the Oasis.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't exist.
Emily, it just they explain though that like every piece of your life is detailed.
Yeah,
so there is still war and such. So people are being born just to be straight up dictators and conquerors in that future.
I don't know if we want to read into it that much.
I thought that was the case. I thought it was just you're born and it's like you get to select all your traits and stuff.
Yeah, the idea is like everyone gets to live their ideal, and it sounded, at least from Gene's cursory description, like it was peaceful to the point of being boring, and that's why they're doing this.
Wait a minute. That's just Krypton and Man of Steel.
I was gonna say that's just Velox and Pendragon.
And Kal-El was freaking, the first natural birth on Krypton in over 100 years. Now go and make a random movie that everyone will be neck snapping over.
All right.
It's a joke. Anyways, the little kid Shota in this episode, I'm like, you know me, Mr. Who's and what and where. I had the image hang on.
Why do you always name Shota?
I like
because that's what he's known as in the wiki. Anyways, he was young Lucky in Q Ranger.
Oh, cool.
Look at that adorable little face.
I like how we're once again getting a scene where Ace is learning about the tragic happenings to a child, as we saw with him and Ginpen's child, where he secretly donated to it. Ace is just weak to the plight of children.
Yeah, that poor.
He's just like, oh, kid, I don't care. My mom's sick. Ah, shit.
Fuck. No, that poor fucking kid. He was so traumatized.
Well, yeah, what do you expect? The guy that was helping him was also in Kamen Rider before. He was the crab Amazon.
Oh.
Yeah, the guy that would kill other Amazons and feed them to other people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's right. Oh, Amazons. You're amazing.
Also, I was thinking about if Kamen Rider Geats was brought over as like a Masked Rider show, would it have not been called Masked Rider Ace?
Maybe?
Possible.
Because I kept thinking Fox doesn't work, Kitsune doesn't work. What if we just call him Ace? Because he's always the winner.
Or like Masked Rider Grand Prix.
Masked
Well, no,
Rider
like his
Fox.
designated name, like I am Masked Rider Ace.
Or Fox. Because
Oh
then he
no,
can
because
still be tricky.
Fox sounds too bland though.
I don't know.
Masked Rider, no, just I don't know.
Masked Rider
Put it in the
Magnum. No.
Everyone put in the comments, what would if you were adapting Kamen Rider Geats into a Masked Rider show, what would you change his name to and why?
Kamen Rider, Masked Rider Ace probably, because like that actually works.
Then his actual name would have to be something else, though.
Yeah, it would probably be something else.
Well, yeah, it'd be like Alexander the Magnificent, whatever.
Thank you for catering to me, even though I don't agree with it. So
oh my god, I forgot your name was Alexander. Please punch me in the face because I'm just like, why would Alexander? Who's Alexander? Ichi. His name is Alexander.
Oh, that's right. Tiger's name got changed to Axe.
Yeah.
I like Zolda was Torque.
Yeah. Dragon Knight, I may think overall is a great series, but literally every single Kamen Rider name in that show is goddamn awful.
Now they're doing a live action Saint Seiya movie, and I saw the trailer for it. It looks awful. The CGI is so bad.
I didn't even look at it.
The fucking Deckmaster from Dragon Knight's a fucking knight in it.
No.
Yeah.
Wasn't the last Saint Seiya series also like really bad CG?
Yes.
Probably.
But my this episode gets a 0 out of 10 for me because they had taiko drums and they missed the opportunity to do a Hibiki reference.
Well, yeah, the festival didn't start yet.
I will say that, like, when part 2 started and they were beating the drums, I started flashbacking to that Hibiki moment from Decade.
Well,
I'm thinking Taiko no Tatsujin, I'm not going to lie.
That too.
Like, have the Jyamato start hitting it and you just have in the background Jyamato. Or hell, have the Jyamato be goofy and do a Hibiki, or like try to mimic a Hibiki pose.
Right?
Like do the flips and then he starts banging on them.
Yeah. So anyway, next episode we're supposedly going to learn a secret of Ace's, and it will be debuting Boost Mark II.
Hello.
So
Boost Mark II looks dope.
Best part in the episode though, hands down, has to be where Michinaga is talking to to quote unquote Toru.
yeah.
Just, oh my goodness, we actually learned a bit about Michinaga.
Oh yeah, it's funny. Like, as I was watching the first part of that episode and like seeing him like interact with not Toru, I was just thinking like, they want us to care about Michinaga and Toru, but they really haven't told us anything about who they were before this. And then this episode, they start talking about it. Oh yeah, they were high school friends and they were brawlers and they fought a bunch of assholes together. So
they were in Tokyo Revengers together.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, after this episode, I think Michinaga's gonna become my favorite character.
I feel like we're at the very, very beginning of Michinaga's proper development.
I feel so weird that my favorite character in Geats is a frog statue.
I mean, same for me, Emily.
It makes sense.
I'm super curious what this means for, like, so if his appearance in the other episode was a disguise that he created, does that mean all the supporters' human forms are like crafted bodies?
That would make sense because they said that they're able to choose things about themselves. But does that mean that Kekara chose to be a frog statue?
Maybe.
Imagine being born and your first thought is, I want to be a frog statue.
Well, he's not a statue. He is a frog. They just wanted to save on money for CGI, so they just made a statue. He just doesn't move.
I don't know.
Is this
shows up. Who is it?
where he's not a bear statue, but actually a bear?
No, Mr. Grizz is definitely a bear.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because like he's a bear who talks to a statue of a bear. So is Kekara a frog who talks to a statue of a frog?
No. Kekara is the frog statue, but just for budget constraints, he is a statue.
But I kind of like that. Like, it's weird.
It's
like
definitely more
one expression.
It's definitely more entertaining this way than having him be another CG monstrosity. We just had to deal with those two Don brothers this last year.
Right.
Those two Don brothers last year. Where was I going with this? Right, just one that shows up. Who is it? It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
I don't know.
I like in the Ghostbusters video game where like Stay Puft shows up again and just fucking Ray looks over.
It wasn't me.
This time, I swear.
That's amazing. I never played that game. I wanted
It
to.
is phenomenal. It is a fantastic game.
All original cast.
All original cast. It's basically the Ghostbusters 3 we deserved.
Cool.
That is basically. I've heard about it.
Yeah, you should play it. It's good.
All right. Well, let us begin our inaugural discussion of King-Ohger.
King-Ohger! It's a long bumper.
Oh my gosh, this was so good.
Ichi hates it.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, you do.
You start much better than with a bustling kingdom full of adorable robot bugs and people having a festival together.
Oh, it's so good.
This might just be me. And like, I don't know if you guys can like agree with me on this. I think the king of Shugodam is kind of an asshole.
You think?
That's just the vibe I'm getting off of him. I don't know about the rest of you.
Like how he's like,
It's kind of like a dick.
absolute power. It's just weird because he's like, absolute power is peace, so I will conquer everything. And then Kira's just like, no, I will stop that by conquering everything for the sake of absolute peace.
Yeah, like he decides to be the fucking opposite. But yeah, I've seen this guy. I'm like, oh, this guy must be like a nice king and everything because like it's all peaceful, and then he just goes into his whole schlop, and I'm like, what the fuck? What asshole?
Okay, the impression that I get, because they crammed a lot of info into this episode.
Mm-hmm.
So what appears to be going on is that up until this point, these five kingdoms have not interacted with each other much at all. They have been very independent, and they talked about how at the appointed date of this 2,000-year-old prophecy about the return of the Bugnarok,
which is like the coolest enemy team name
I fucking
ever.
love that name.
Like the Bugnarok.
The,
So good.
the idea was that there was an accord made that the five kingdoms would finally come together and form this alliance in order to awaken the King-Ohger powers and Zords, or not the Zords are awake except for Kogata. But basically unite the five kingdoms into an alliance so that they could fight back the Bugnarok. So I think it's, especially from that one scene where you see Racules and his advisor talking on that like high up platform, he called the other kings idiots. So I think it's safe to say that Racules has just been an asshole the whole time and nobody knew about it until this episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get introduced to the five kingdoms one by one. We have Shugodam. It's either Shugodam or Shugodam. I've seen it subtitled both ways. And this is the country where all of the Zords live, basically, and not just the main Zords, but we see shots of the whole town, and it's covered in like tiny other insect Zords. There was a fucking taxi pillbug I saw in one shot.
It reminded me of that city from FF9, like the capital city.
Oh, Alexandria?
No, the other one that they go to with like the Oglop King.
Oh,
Like King
Lindblom.
Sid. Yeah, that's what it reminded me of.
See, look, there's the taxi pillbug. But yeah, you're kind of right. It does remind me a bit of Lindblom now that I think of it. And the way it's got like this like gear, like steampunk industrial magical gear like architecture to it also reminds me of the main kingdom from Lost Odyssey, which is the greatest RPG ever that is only on the Xbox 360. But yeah,
Is it the RPG ever, or just the greatest one that's only on the Xbox 360?
it is the greatest RPG ever that is only on the Xbox 360.
Oh, that's fair.
But yeah, so we get these sweeping, beautiful shots, and I don't care what anyone says about the quality of the CGI work in this show. I fucking love it. I absolutely feel like I'm watching a high fantasy video game, and I cannot overstate how here for this I am.
Yeah.
It's Final Fantasy, it's Fire Emblem, it's everything I love. Oh man, I could talk for hours about how much I'm loving this.
Oh, okay. Now the Decker's showing. So I think she's my favorite character.
Yeah, so Ishibana, the country of flowers, and the queen ruling it is Himeno Ran, who appears to be a bit of an Ohsama, shall we say?
So, like, the only way I can describe why I like her is I like how princessy she is.
It's so funny that we've had previous female Sentai heroes who have like acted like spoiled princesses and queens and whatever, and now we just have one who straight up is one.
Yeah, like they're like her advisors are telling her like, "Okay, like your Majesty, we need to get going to like the summit," and she's like, "No, I'm not done putting on my makeup, but your Majesty, no, go fuck yourself. I'll do what I want when I want." And I'm like,
what she says is, "Isn't what I want the most important thing?"
And that was the very line that I just went, "Oh, you're my favorite."
I look forward to seeing what she does.
I love this woman so much.
And then we cut to Tofu, the land of agriculture, and we meet Kaguragi Debowski, or as I'm going to be referring to him over the next year, the Big Debowski.
I will say
my favorite one so far, and I don't even know why. I want to say it's not because of bee bias or food bias, but it might be. I don't know. Something about him just seems trustworthy.
Oh, he's super fun as fuck.
He seems like he's gonna be the fun one.
Energy. He's super hype. Like he's a really fun character.
He's just like, wow, this rice is real good. I really hope the prophecy's wrong so we can just keep living peacefully.
No, this guy knows what's up.
I know, he's great. So you guys don't think it's weird that I like him?
No, absolutely not. I thought I was going to go into the show liking him more, but no, I like Himeno more.
I like all of them so far, and we've only seen a little bit. Like, they've shown a lot of interesting personality in what little we have.
I like that so far we have all picked different favorites. So then we cut to Gokhan, the land of cold and the land of justice and law, and we meet their ruler, Rita, and her weirdly cute but sleepy assistant.
So I'm just gonna say this, and like I don't care. Rita is going to be MVP of this entire series.
Oh, probably.
Guaranteed MVP.
As for Rita's gender, the funniest fucking shit. So
this is amazing.
According to the website, their gender is listed as unknown/unimportant. What a power move.
You posted in the chat that was like, my pronouns are your majesty or something like that.
Yeah, someone did fan art of Papillon Oger. My pronouns are your/majesty. There it is.
And then I just thought of like, no, but what's in your pants? My sword.
Justice.
My sword. Justice.
I identify as a fucking threat. Oh, I love it so much. And it's not only amazing and hilarious, but also pretty progressive for a Sentai show.
Guard, do you have a character you like? Being the last one to watch the premiere.
I'm just gonna flat out say I didn't like it.
No.
Oh.
Damn.
Well, let's get through the first episode discussion, and then you can talk about why.
Yes.
So then we cut to it's apparently pronounced Nkosopa, the land of technology, and its president Yanma Gust. This man is a boss, and I love him.
And thank you to Pokemon for making sure I won't forget his name.
Yeah.
This Ichi, I'm very happy for you. This guy's such a fucking dick.
Yeah, unfortunately I think he's kind of a jerk too, but I also know that's just part of his. There has to be somebody who's like the contrarian, you know?
He's, like I'm getting like this guy's trying to be like the protagonist energy. Like he wants to be the one who like operates the mech because he wants to be the cool one and be the hero and be the one to like, you know, fulfill the prophecy. But like obviously he's not, and he's definitely not gonna fucking want to be like, you know, being led by this other guy. So especially because he's not a king.
I've been very much looking forward to having this discussion about Yanma's character with you, because I feel like you're not seeing all that's there.
No, of course not.
Well, it's only one episode. I think there's much more there that we're going to find.
Of course. Now, on one hand, I actually really love the idea that after so long we have a Blue Ranger who is standoffish, doesn't respect the leadership, and is basically trying to take over as the leader of the Rangers. It's been a while since we had a Blue like that. It is a trope of previous Blue Rangers, and I'm glad to see it. But also... Sorry?
Owl Ninja from Ninja?
I think so.
Cloud was trying to be like that.
Yeah, because in Zoolager we sort of had Tusk. Q Ranger we had the dog. Lupin Blue was the leader of the Lupin Rangers. Not gonna lie.
His name was Gar. Come on.
Yeah.
The dog.
The dog.
Let's see.
And also his name is Yakumo.
You got Melt. Then you have Kirame Blue, the actor. Rune.
Yeah, that was his nickname. He called himself Crowdoku.
He called himself that once in the first episode and never again.
Well, like his mom called him that or something.
Yeah. Anyway, my point is, you have to really pay attention to Yama to see what's really going on here. As we were talking about earlier, we find out through the course of this episode that Racules is an asshole and is not to be trusted. As we see through his discussion with Gira, he fully intends to not only ignore the monsters destroying his homeland, but also wage war on the 4 countries, conquer them, and rule over all of them. So
he's a real king.
So the fact that Yanma immediately recognizes this in Racules and immediately distrusts him to the point where he will hold up the fucking prophecy tells me that Yanma is a man of amazing insight. He knew immediately that Racules was not to be trusted, and he's correct! So this is why Yanma earns huge fucking points for me. Not just because he's the Blue Ranger, not just because he's the tech guy, not just because he has the exact same gray pants that I have, but because... which is fucking weird.
Well,
but
Ichi, it's now time to tape lights to them.
But because Yanma is a man of strength of character, and I immediately respect him for that. I am... Sorry, go ahead.
He also didn't transform this episode.
Yeah.
No, I that's also another thing. I was like, didn't even transform, you fucking dick.
And speaking of transformations, like, I'm kind of disappointed that none of the henshins this episode were like the stock henshins, but I'm going to hold my breath on that and hope that they come in the next episode.
I will say I loved hearing like fucking Kuwagata Oja. Like I love hearing that.
I cannot overstate how much I love the standby chimes on all of the sounds. I may not like the shape of the Ohsama caliber or the fact that it's literally a bop it, but the sounds that come out of it, I love every last one. I recently added a plugin to my copy of Final Fantasy XIV that lets me add custom sounds to when I land critical hits, and I put in the slashing sounds from the Ohsama caliber. But based on the versions of the henshins that we see in this episode, it's really cool. They do the bop it motions, and then they get encased in amber, and their Zord shoots out like a spiritual copy of themselves that breaks the amber and forms the suit on them. And I think that's really cool. And I really hope they do stock henshin sequences, because those are gonna look fucking phenomenal. Opinions on the transformation phrase Ogai Buso, which means king armor equipment, or like equipping. So I think that's pretty cool. It's definitely different than normal like ranger name change that they do in most seasons, but this is the kind of thing that it's very okay to be different about. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
Ichi, I can see why.
I'll type it out because people are asking about the spelling.
I can see why you like Blades is your favorite rider, and now probably this guy's your favorite blue.
Yep.
Like look at the fucking differences between them. Like they have so much similarity.
At least Blades has the modesty to cover up his dick bulge.
But like, okay, so like in regards to these suits, like now like we see them in live action, and like we're seeing them in movement and like moving and in action shit like that. Like I love the armor on these things. The suits are so good, and I'm so happy they're good. I'm so happy they're two-toned, because then we don't have just flat one color suits like shit with Tokuger and whatever. But like the fact that these suits are two-toned adds so much character to them. The armor plates are nice. The shoulder capes, that is absolutely my aesthetic. All of the helmets are great. I think Black's is the most creatively used helmet, but I love them all. Yeah. What's the name of the red? The character name? Gira? Gira.
Like a Bagheera.
Okay. So this guy, like he gives off like fucking like generic, you know, like stupid hot-headed red energy, like ones before, like fucking Takaharu, Lucky, shit like that. But I gotta give this guy fucking mad respect. His acting was just mwah. I love how he plays. That scene where the king was just going off on him about what he truly was, and you could just see the fucking heartbreak in this guy.
Yeah, sorry, for the BRB. I was just gonna say, I really like the bugs in amber part of the transformation. That's so cool.
Right.
And also, I thoroughly agree. I also love when Gira was being the villain in the kids' game and just going for it.
That scene is so fucking brilliant, because not only do we get to see that A, Gira's actor is a good actor, B, Gira's character is a delightful whimsy of a character who is not only enjoying playing the character, but also like he's good with kids, and he helps out, and he's good natured. And he even like manages to turn the kids playing King-Ohger as like this pretend game into a way to chase off this annoying fucking taxman. Yeah. And like that the scene where he takes the sword and hears the whole plan from Racules, and then just like you get a good several second stare at his face as his entire concept of a king and what a king should be and what a king should do is just shattered right in front of his eyes.
You can see the tears in his eyes.
Yeah. No, it was brilliant.
And then just switches a switch inside his brain, leans completely into the fictional character of the evil king that he's been playing with the children, and just uses that to drive himself to do what he needs to be done. What a god tier Red Ranger immediately out of the gate.
It was a good introduction to him. It tells you so much, and with relatively little time, honestly.
Right?
No, and you can definitely tell over the course of the series he's gonna definitely like get all the other four of them to like open up, like especially Gust. Like he's definitely gonna fucking.
I feel like the next few episodes are gonna focus on him winning over each of them one by one.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, Seven's mentioning about how he and God Kuwagata bond to the point where he nicknames the Zord Kuwagon.
But I love how he just comes up to him and like screeches at him, and then his response is, "I like you too."
I like you too.
I do want to give a couple of points of criticism about a few things in this, though. One thing that, because I was watching this with Sel and Paul when we finally found a subbed copy of it, one thing that we thought was a little weird was, so we see this shot of him in the city as it's under attack, and then he's like, "The king!" And then immediately we cut to him in the throne room.
I had that written down where he jump cuts into the king's fortress.
Is it so easy for complete random peasants to just get right into the throne room in this country?
I mean, no, okay, so think about this. Maybe all like the soldiers and guards and shit were going off fighting Bugnarok.
That is the only thing I can think of to basically explain that.
Plus the king had his personal bodyguard and his assistant, so
yeah, and all of which were effectively useless in stopping a random peasant boy.
I'd written down was that, like, we're way past this, and I'm sorry about that.
That's fine.
And the scene near the beginning where it just shows all the kings starting to gather.
That was great.
Yeah, it was really epic, and then the music started playing, and it sounded suspiciously similar to the Monster Hunter theme, "Proof of a Hero."
Yeah.
I would have caught on to that. So
yeah,
Monster.
Same, but I do hear the similarities when you shared the song.
I also fucking loved when Himeno like Gus is just like no, I'm not joining this. Fuck this, and she's just like, really? Like, now you do this? You tell us this? She's like fucking annoyed.
It's the right time.
I mean, that's the perfect time. Yanma absolutely would tell Hercules to his face to fuck off instead of just not showing up. He wants to confirm his suspicions. It is interesting that he mentioned that he's the one who converted the Shoe Gods to run on electricity.
Yeah, because they stopped running for, did they say 1,000 years? How long was it?
The prophecy
like
was 2,000 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also weird to note that apparently the name of the world they're in is Chikyu. Like, normally Chikyu is just the Japanese word for Earth, but apparently, like, the name of the world is Chikyu.
Yeah, a sub copy that I had referred to it as Terra to get a similar effect.
Yeah, that's just the subbers taking their liberties.
Like, pretty roughly similar to what they were going for, I think.
Yeah. I also want to say that when the Bugnarok start actually attacking, I'm sure everyone went, and then humanity received a grim reminder.
Yeah, it really felt like
This is the show about 5 Rangers. And also interesting to note was not only is there like a monster of the week that grew giant, I also spotted some mooks growing giant. That's scary. There was sorry, go ahead.
Fight. They have like this sort of weird like wire frame thing around them to pilot it with. That's
that's an actual like exoskeleton thing.
That's so fucking badass.
Yeah.
Have they ever done anything like that before?
No, that's actually a first.
It's so funny to me that. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, I like the shot where like they like it shows from like his perspective, and while you're seeing like the mech still combining. That was really cool.
We'll get to the combination in a bit. but I fucking love these cockpits because not only is the actual exoskeleton badass, but also it wielding the Ohsama caliber instead of him while he's in there is fucking hilarious. Cut back to me talking about how tokusatsu is all about the juxtaposition between action and comedy. There is a perfect microcosm of that idea right there. And also the creative choice to have them be like open windows, you know, like you can see all in every direction around in this cockpit. I fucking love that decision because you can just see the battle raging outside of every window in every direction, and it's amazing. I know we're jumping on back and forth a lot. I also want to point out that during this scene where Hercules is telling his world conquering plans to Gira, my favorite thing to come out of that scene was someone's fan subbed that shot of Hercules. I am the Senate.
It's so perfect. That's basically what he said.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, Gira steals the sword and his cape, and then Hercules declares to Gira that he has made an enemy of the entire world. I am very much looking forward to seeing how this develops with Gira as basically a rebel to the country that he lives in.
And then he's just like, well, fine, I'm... Yeah.
If your idea of justice is sacrifice and letting children die, Gira says, then I will be the evil king who shatters that justice. Oh, does that line hit hard?
Oh, yeah.
And the only other thing, I'm sorry, I keep saying things I had written down. The only other thing I had, like, for real this time, is that I love how the spider Zords, like, web themselves to the chest when...
Yeah.
Well, he had a crotch spider as well.
Yep. That won't be misused. I think we might. No. Could you imagine if they did? And I'm like, oh no, it's Bonero all over again. If they shot web from the lower spider sword. Oh no.
Fortunate web shooting involved.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, triple web blaster.
So the fact that Gira steals the Ohsama caliber and then is recognized by God Kuwagata could go in one of two directions. The initial assumption is that, oh, the actual king is unfit to rule, and you prove that you're good enough of heart, you know what I mean? Like, you're pure enough of heart that I'll let you use the power, which is the part of it. But the other thing that could be at play is maybe Gira secretly is the king or will become the king or something to that effect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there was definitely a part of the episode where the narrator mentioned that he was the man who would become king. And to that I say, suck it, Sogo.
Aww.
Like the whole episode. Every time they talked about people wanting to become kings or anything along those lines, I was just like, oh my gosh, it's him.
I'll just never forget there was a Zeo that henshined with a teddy bear. It was weird. It was really weird. That special was fucked up.
So yes, he does the bop it and henshins into Kuwagata Ohsama, and then we cue the fucking banger ass theme song as Gira forms the Megazord by himself. And oh my god, I love this Megazord sequence. The not only is the theme song amazing, but it matches up with this sequence so well, and the creative choice to have them flying through this fucking 360-degree tunnel of a forest is so thematically perfect, and it's amazing. Like, I can't think of any other words to just say that I love it, and it's good.
Oh yeah, no, like the visuals for it were really fucking cool. I liked when it was fighting in the village. That was cool.
Oh, just that shot, like, where he charges up the Hisatsu and just, like, jumps and dives with the sword, and you just cut to him in the cockpit going, I'll destroy you!
I really hope we get to like see them fight in like each kingdom. That'd be cool.
I assume we will. Yeah. So yes, we get King-Ohger, and as I've talked about before, this is another one of my small nitpicks with the series. I really don't like that the Megazord is the same name as the show.
I agree.
It's a bit confusing.
Yeah.
It's the same problem I have with Kamen Riders having their rider name be the same as their civilian name. And sorry if I'm cutting you off, Emily.
No, don't worry.
But yeah, so we see King-Ohger, which is formed from God Kuwagata, Tonbo, Hachi, Kamakiri, Papillon, 2 God Tentos, which are the ladybugs on the arm, 2 God Kumos, which are the spiders on the chest and crotch, and God Ant, who connects the 2 parts of the sword, who has apparently become a meme in the community, as you'll see in our chat.
Get God Ant on.
I don't know why God Ant has become such a meme, but more power to you.
Oh, okay.
Because he's just a cute little guy.
If he just connects to the sword, what's the point of him being there? I don't know. But yeah, so we get the fight with the Megazord and the Monster of the Week, and it's a very awesome fight, and then he uses one of the Kumos to paralyze the monster with spider string and then goes in for the Hisats, and it's pretty fucking awesome. I also like that after the fight, as Gira jumps down, you can see the Snail Zord like slinking by as just like a little preview of coming attractions.
I love how the bugs just sort of live among the people. I love that.
Yeah.
It's so...
And the narration declares that he is the man who will be king as the palace guards crowd around him to arrest him.
And then I just Aladdin.
Yep. Oh my god, I never made that connection. It's Aladdin.
Really?
Oh. You were born as street rats and you'll die as street rats. And only the fleas will mourn you.
Make way for King Gira. Giraldin. Nice summon. Oh man, so next episode is looks like it's gonna be Gira versus Yanma, and hopefully we will get to see an actual henshin. We'll get to see blue henshin, obviously, and we'll get the actual opening sequence. Wow, I've been talking a lot.
Yeah, so I think it's really cool. It's visually impressive. I'll give it that. But like, yeah, like characters are awesome. I love the yellow ranger. She's my favorite. I just love how, like I said, princessy she is.
She is very, very. She's maximum princess. Maximum.
Yeah.
Maximum Ohsama.
Like Garrus, I wouldn't call him a god tier red yet, but I will say
I may have spoke a little bit too enthusiastically, but I will say he put a very powerful first impression.
Yeah, no, because if we're gonna talk about god tier reds, that's Don Momotaro.
Yes,
so.
I'm sure he's got a whole year of shit to do. We'll see where.
But
he ends up.
I like him. I like where he's going. I like I said, his actor is fucking phenomenal. So, I'm excited to keep watching. So, and like I said before, I'm excited to watch Ichi get excited watching this.
Too.
It feels like this last week has felt like a fucking eternity, because it feels like so long since we finished Dawn Brothers, and I'm so finally glad that we're now in King-Ohger.
Yeah, I'll miss it though.
Both Sentai, but they feel like such a different vibe.
Oh, definitely. All right, Gar. What are your problems?
Where do I begin?
At the beginning.
I think the story, I feel like the story is decent for what we have so far about the whole Mythos thing. I just wasn't a fan of the directing. I feel like there were too many wide shots, too many extreme wide shots.
Well, they want to introduce you to how high fantasy of a setting this is. They got to show it off.
It just shows that.
I feel like there will be less and less wide shots because people will know where we are.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's just like, it feels like some of the shots are just screaming, "Hey, new technology! Look how great it looks."
Yes, and you know what? I 100% agree with you. I just don't think that's a bad thing.
Oh, to me, it takes me out of it, being like, this just feels like people walking around on a green screen. And I get it, it's like the same technology as Mando. I don't complain about Mando because it's just
Mandalorian season 3 now airing on Disney Plus.
Yeah, like at least with the Mandalorian, they know when to focus on the character and then not really focus on the background. Where here it feels like, all right, don't focus on the background, focus on the characters, except it's not blurred correctly, so it makes it feels like Spy Kids 3D.
Oh my god.
It took me completely out of it.
And like I feel like because I noticed that like with the scene where we first saw Geras or whatever like that, and like he's playing with those kids and stuff like that, and we see like there's like actual like kind of like medieval architecture, like actual like medieval buildings, but obviously that was just somewhere they went to make it look like it was in that like country. But obviously they're not going to keep this up forever because they have budgets. They have budget constraints. Because like, didn't we read like in the plot like they're going to Earth at some point, like actual Earth?
I don't know.
Yeah, so I feel like we're going to see like soon real Earth buildings. So
I kind of hope we spend at least a decent amount of time in this land if that is the case, because like we established these 5 countries, we got to visit them.
Like, well, obviously they will, but like, and I know Gar will agree with me on this. It'll be like a Q Ranger situation where they're going from planet to planet, and then eventually it's like, oh, the Earth's in trouble. We need to stay there for a while.
Yeah, it like. Don't get me wrong. This episode had some good things to it. I semi-liked the first battle. I feel like King-Ohger himself as the mecha was a bit rushed, because this is the first time since Ryusoulger where we actually had the combined mecha in the first episode.
I think that fits the plot because the legend is focused around King-Ohger the mecha. And the crux of the plot, and that Yanma disagrees with, involves the unsealing of the final piece that will let them form the Megazord.
But it just feels like if it's meant to be this big thing, they shouldn't have just rushed it in the first episode. They should have had just Kingohger himself take out the monster.
I kind of feel you on that.
And then you have the 5 kings actually come together to form King-Ohger themselves.
I think the reason that it happened the way it did was to point out that Kuwagata agreed with Gira and disapproved of Racules to such a degree that Gira's strength of character allowed him to, even if only just for this episode, command the entire arsenal. I think it was meant to buff up Gira as a character.
I know why they did it. It's the new toy. They want to get it out as fast as possible.
Yeah,
I mean that wanting to sell the toy didn't really apply to Dawn Brothers. They didn't debut Dawn Oni Taijin until what fucking episode, and it's been the most successful.
Like 12-ish?
Exactly, and that toy's been selling like gangbusters from what I've read.
Exactly, like Dawn Brothers showcase, like Dawn Brothers, Zenkaiger and Kira Major all showcase that you can have a first episode of Super Sentai without introducing your main mecha.
Go Busters did that.
That's because the plot wasn't centered around the Megazord itself, whereas this one was. The legend was about the Megazord.
Well, technically it was about the 5 heroes, but
Yeah,
no,
like
they specifically mentioned King-Ohger as a guardian. They're referring to the Megazord. But that confusion right there points out exactly why I dislike the fact that the Megazord and the team name are the same.
Then I'll be the first person to admit it. I'm not into fantasy.
I'm not really either, to be honest.
And that's kind of a thing. You either are in it or you aren't. I am notoriously easy to please when it comes to other shit I watch. If it's something that I know is within my wheelhouse, I will let myself be carried away. I will fully give myself to suspension of disbelief. I will let that ride take me if it's something I know I'm about to enjoy. And
Like,
not everyone's going to do that. I recognize that.
yeah, like I'm not like, I'm more into sci-fi and stuff like that and space, but like I like fantasy when it's like, I'm not gonna say done right, because like obviously there's things fantasy that's done right, but like I don't like it. It's if it's something done in fantasy that I know I can enjoy. So, like I said, I'm more here to watch it because like it does look cool. I like the visuals, the suits look good. I think the characters are really awesome. But like I'm just here to watch my best friend enjoy something after being miserable all last year with Dawn Brothers. So.
I appreciate
But no,
it.
like both of you make good points. Like there are different perspectives to see it, and that's why we do this show. That's why we all have different opinions on shit. So
I was gonna say,
Emily, if you like the Bee Ranger because you love bees, then that's 100% okay.
Just,
No, but that's not why. He just happens to be the V range.
just
Yeah.
remember, be yourself.
Be yourself.
See, it is Aladdin.
Oh my god.
That's personally why I didn't say anything while you guys were talking about the episode, because you guys are loving it.
Well, I mean, it's only one episode. There's still a lot to go.
Yeah, it might grow on you over time.
It might, but it's also just
Maybe you'll get Stockholm Syndrome with King-Ohger like I did with Dawn Brothers.
I remember Gar's very particular with the Sentai, so I understand.
I don't know. It just screamed of, look at the new technology. Look at this. Look at this.
Well, Rice Bowl makes a good point. What do you think of like the King-Ohgers themselves? What do you think of the characters?
They were there.
Oh shit!
Oh
Wow.
man,
Damn.
oh,
So far, I'm rooting for Gira because I believe, as someone that currently doesn't like our King.
You
put
love
in-
Gira because of how anti-establishment he is?
Yes.
Damn.
Also, hooray, we all like different ones.
The suits do look good. I'll agree. The miniatures that they used in the first battle with the monster, with the giant monster, was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like all the CGI stuff is what threw me off. Also, no ending theme. 0 out of fucking 10.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
if there was...
you guys being weird with this shit, man. Bring us back our dances.
I feel like if there was going to be an ending theme, we would have heard it by now, so not good.
Damn.
Dawn Brothers did it right. They gave us an ending theme.
even if
I
it didn't.
don't want this Zenkaiger crap where the episode immediately comes to an abrupt end for like, here's the preview. It's like, I don't know, you're a fantasy series. Call it like in the next tale of King-Ohger, or in the next journey, or conquest, whatever you want to call it.
You know what the funniest thing about that is? If they had an ending theme, that would be the perfect chance for them to show off the CGI settings.
That's true. They could all show up at the end.
They could show all the big wide shots of all 5 countries and like each ranger dancing in each one, and then shots of them all together at the end.
Okay, fucking Keizo's gotta stop with this shit, man. He's been fucking just putting like the Ohger caliber with like all these different fucking sword drivers and shit. And I'm like, stop it.
Wow.
We get it. It fits in the belt.
I'm also just a bit disappointed that, like, I was thinking about it today at work. I'm like, oh man, I wonder what subtitles they're going to use for like the episode names, because you got like the Dawn thing, you get like Zenkai this. All right, what's King-Ohger? Episode 1.
Yeah, they're being straightforward with it.
No,
You're a fantasy series.
Chapter 1.
Yeah.
Really? Like night or night like
Night 1.
Quest 1.
Quest would have been fun.
I think chapter 1, like chapter would be nice.
Or they probably did use Quest already. I think Gingaman used it. Hang on,
I don't know.
know.
See, this is another reason I love having all of us with different opinions. You having that as a nitpick is something I never would have even thought about.
Oh no, Gingaman had chapters.
Okay, so we can't do chapter again, I guess.
Okay, so do Quest then.
Yeah.
Quest hasn't been used yet.
I'm already on a quest.
Like, who knows? Maybe the show will get better. For me, at least personally.
Yeah.
But just from the first episode alone, I'm not a fan of it.
Fair
enough. I can't wait to see more freaking Himeno. I love her.
I'm so fucking hyped for the episode 2. We get to see Yanma do things.
Man, I like, he didn't transform, and then I saw the preview for episode 2, and I'm just like, well, Ichi's gonna look forward to next week.
Like, this is the new equivalent of Saber episode 2, where I just watched the Raw as soon as it was available, and then watched the transformation sequence again and again and again.
Are you just gonna watch the fucking Raws of King-Ohger as it comes out?
I might.
Yeah, might as well. I think this is gonna be your favorite Sentai.
It's definitely trying.
If it is not by the end of this series, I will be shocked.
We'll see what it chooses to do. It could definitely fuck it up, but we'll see which way it chooses to go.
Who's a murder hobo? What?
I love how everyone in our chat is declaring Gira a D&D murder hobo character.
yeah.
You're not wrong. Okay, so any other thoughts, predictions, hopes, worries about King-Ohger anyone might want to share?
What's the name of the asshole king?
Racules.
Racules? I hope we have not seen the end of this guy.
Oh no. Absolutely not. We're gonna have a whole arc of him trying to arrest and execute Gira, and I absolutely look forward to this like Animaniacs level shenanigans we're about to have of him escaping them.
Oh right, he's the Silver Ranger. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm wondering how
that's gonna be a dope ass suit.
I'm wondering how that happens. Does he like at one point steal the sword back? Does he make another one?
I'm guessing he makes like an artificial one or something.
That's what I was just thinking. Like, it's an artificial Kingohger suit, but it's all metal. Because they didn't put it for the paint line.
He didn't have any left.
Yeah, super
all the paint
excited.
we had was white. Fine, I'll leave it as gunmetal silver.
I feel like, you know what? I feel like my two favorite characters are gonna be Himeno and fucking Racules.
Yeah,
Wow.
I want more of him. Find out more.
I don't know, like, because like I wasn't expecting like the king of Shugadam to actually be like this fucking asshole, and it like really threw me off. And then I just went, I kind of want to see where this guy goes.
I gotta say, it also was surprising to me because like I expected like the way I expected this to go was that like Racules tried to become Kingohger and for some reason couldn't, and then Gira just like steps up and go, I'll do it for you.
Yeah, like he was gonna get killed or something like that, and like he got injured and so he couldn't do it. Or like he was just an older king who was like, oh, I'm too old to do this now. I need a successor.
So I thought this was going to be a thing where like Racules was just like their mentor or like some sort of supporter to the team throughout the show. But no, he's going to be straight up hunting Gira down to have him executed.
Yeah, no, he's a straight up fucking asshole. And I'm just like, I want to see where this guy goes. So I'm very excited. No, yeah, like, yeah, what Racules like represents and shit like that. Absolutely awful. No, I don't agree with it. But it makes an interesting character, so I'm here for it.
Oh,
Absolutely.
We definitely
we can't use Quest either.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Gal Ranger.
Oh.
Well, god damn it.
So I was thinking,
Shoot,
like, no,
god damn it.
There was a Sentai that used Quest. What was it? So I just Googled it quickly. Like, no, I didn't Google it. I put it in the Ranger Wiki, Quest, and it's like Quest 31. It's like, oh yeah, Gal Ranger.
Could someone please, for future reference, I want to save this as a meme picture, but can someone just put a picture of fucking George yelling "goddamn," but then change the subtitles to "shoe goddamn"?
Also,
I want that.
I love Blue in our chat. Rah, rah, Hercules.
God, that's
Shoe goddamn! Yo, Hercules plush when?
Well, we have an Okuwagata Oger plushie, so technically,
No, I want a Hercules plushie.
with removable cape.
Yeah, George yelling "goddamn!"
Goddamn!
They've been doing civilian form plushies, which is awesome. They even did them for Precure last year, so I hope they do that for this year too.
Oh yeah, did you buy that Jiro plushie you were looking at?
I would love to, but I just can't.
All right.
Aw.
GoFundMe to get Emily a Jiro plushie.
Yeah,
No, I don't deserve a Jiro plushie.
you deserve everything, Emily.
Who's Jiro again?
Fucking the Sixth Ranger from Dawn Brothers.
Right.
The guy we all hated, and then in a single episode just turned our entire fucking thoughts of him.
Sorry, I'm used to calling him like Taro Jiro or Jiro.
Toradora. That's
Yeah,
why I called his
Toradora.
evil. That's why I called his evil
I
persona.
thought you were
was
saying
Toradora.
Taro Jr.
Well, no, he called him like Taro.
You're gonna
Please.
fuck your mom. Bottom text.
I'm still cracking up over GoFundMe for Jiro plush.
Yeah.
I'm not serious about. Well, I'm not serious about the GoFundMe. I'm serious about wanting to get a Jiro plushie, but just. Oh my god! I mean, I wanted to get a Balance plushie so bad, I still haven't been able to get one.
I don't know when this happened, but I just noticed Decker changed his caster name to Ant Caster.
Oh, it's been like
It should be God Aunt Esther. Come on.
So that's the show, I suppose.
Oh,
What the fuck is that? What's their head in that bike?
It's the new Excel form.
Oh no! There's a whole guy in that bike. Holy shit!
Yep.
Anyways,
Whole guy. Busso.
Craigslist Excel. That's right. On the nose, 7. Well done.
Oh god.
So yeah, King-Ohger. This is gonna be a wild year.
Very,
a long year.
very powerful start.
I feel like there hasn't been since Ryu Soldier, there hasn't been a Sentai that I'm just yeah, there we go. Shoot, god damn. God bless you, George.
The question mark helps.
Yeah. Shoo, goddamn.
So you were saying a second ago there hasn't been a Sentai that we all agreed on?
Well, no, there hasn't been a Sentai that I've disliked heavily since Ryu Soldier, because I was trying to give Ryu Soldier the benefit of the doubt, and then just halfway through I was just this sucks. ever since Nada died, that's where the show died for me.
Ryu Soldier. Sorry, go ahead.
We thought Soldier was going to be like.
Ryu Soldier to me is the greatest example Sentai has ever had of wasted potential.
We should have seen it coming with the fucking kebab truck. That's what we should have known.
Oh god.
God. God damn it, Ultraman Jack.
So speaking of Ryu Soldier, I'm just gonna plug this quickly before we end the episode. Join our Discord where I will be streaming a ton of Toku. I've done it freaking 3 times this week.
Damn.
Nice.
We watched on Saturdays it's Ultraman, which we're currently watching Ultraman Gaia. On Sundays, or as I like to call them, Showa Sundays, we are currently watching Kamen Rider X. And on Tuesdays, it's Power Rangers Dino Fury.
Cool.
Cool.
Thank you for running some community events in our community.
How's Dino Fury?
Curious.
Not gonna lie, so far we've seen 3 episodes. Not that bad, though some questions here and there.
I came to the realization recently that the reason I can't watch new Power Rangers is just the acting. I can't stand it. Like the acting of these characters is just
we
so
came up
cringe.
with the headcanon of like, why does the Red Ranger like sort of suck at his lines? So we came up with the headcanon that since he's an alien, English isn't his first language.
Like Troy
I'm
was
definitely
the
not a
catalyst.
Zognoid.
No, Troy was the catalyst. Also, if you go check my Twitter, I retweeted like this buddy of mine on Twitter who like put this like Space Pirates theme song to the fucking Super Mega Force.
I saw that.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious.
And to our Discord, Tattooed Teenage, whatever the fuck. I don't ever want to talk about that show again.
Tattooed Teenage, whatever the fuck.
Where are we watching that? When someone uploads full high quality rips of it on the Internet Archive.
Wait. Hang on.
I'm never going to recover.
There it is. I saved this on my phone as a reminder.
Ah!
There they are.
Why are they luchadors?
I don't know why they're luchadors, and I don't know why they're
tearing up my soul.
All right. Well, that is Castranger. I'm so happy, you guys.
I'm happy. I am so happy you're happy.
I'm happy for you.
and I'm happy that you're both happy because otherwise life would be crappy.
God, that made my whole fucking day. Just, I'm happy for you.
I'm happy by proxy.
Gar 2023 is happy for you.
Sounds like an inspirational meme.
Oh my god.
I can't wait for the next time we record all in person and you just see me on the couch just
asleep.
Just either asleep or just browsing my phone while you guys talk.
Yo, is this gonna be a scream in your pillow fucking Sentai?
No, this is more of a... You know, I've matured, I've grown. This is more of a... Meh.
Let's see, XA drove you fucking nuts. Build you didn't know what to think of.
You know,
Zio, you were mad until you discovered Gates was your favorite for some reason. Still don't know why.
I'm not gonna lie. I would absolutely fucking love it if this or some other season in the future, the rest of us loved, but Gar militantly hated with the same fiery passion that I hate Dawn Brothers and Zio. I would love to see it happen at me. I would love to be on the other side of these interactions.
No, I think that'll also be with me too. Like, there has to be something that I'll just be like, why are you guys enjoying this?
Well, it happened to Ichi last year. It's happening to me now. It'll happen to you too.
It'll happen to you.
Next year has to be something I am totally against. Something I totally won't like.
Just imagine like something directly like against you, like Lane hating Sentai, we hate Langer.
We hate Langer. Wow.
Why does that sound like an actual Sentai?
Like so specifically against you that it's scary.
Like, I don't like what's the opposite of what I like? I don't know. It's just because like I do the same thing Emily does, where I try to just kind of keep like a positive perspective on everything, to just kind of be like, no, it's not that bad, but like
everything a chance and a fair chance.
That exactly, and then just like I will eventually be like, all right.
If they ever manage to come up with a show that could break through that wanting to give everything a fair shot that you and Emily both have, I think that might actually end the franchise.
Oh my god. I hope not. I mean, like, even I was shitting on Kamen Rider Ghost, but then like now in my mature like adulthood, I'm just like, no, Ghost wasn't that bad. I liked it.
Think of it now, Rider I like for some reason, but you don't really understand.
Yeah.
It's because it was my first one. That's literally, like, I'm pretty sure it's because all those tropes you guys had seen a million times. For me, it was the first time seeing them.
Also,
Yeah.
my buddy Reggie made this picture, and I just like quote tweeted it. How do you know me?
Get
How do
out
you
of
know
my
what I
head!
want? Yeah. I love this picture, and it's never leaving my phone.
To chronicle on our Discord, Saber, much like Ryu Soldier, is another perfect example of wasted potential. I love the idea, but they executed it not so great.
Yeah. Anyways, Jikai Radio Sentai Castranger.
Oh boy.
Oh, did you want to say what it was, or should I?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Let Gar speak.
So, herpaderps. Next Friday marks the 50th anniversary of a very special movie where we're going to have a ton of friends come hang out and possibly a very big Toku tuber as well. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Oh yeah.
And we're talking about the one, the only Godzilla versus Megalon.
Oh, cool.
Featuring our favorite robotic boy from Toho. Yeah, Jaguar. That's right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, I fucking Jet Jaguar,
Yeah.
the amazing, the badass, the true fucking savior of that Godzilla anime.
The legend, the moment.
Holy shit! And did we not realize? Did I call from the beginning that Jet Jaguar was going to be super fucking important to the end of the series? And boy, was I right.
It's gonna be a fun time.
Oh, it's gonna be great. There's robots, Godzilla, underground people, children kidnappings.
Oh.
Yeah, no joke. No joke.
I love because Ichi's never seen this movie, so it's gonna be fun.
I've never seen it either. I just know of it.
Yeah, it'll be fun hearing your guys' reaction to all this.
Oh yeah, me and Gar are gonna eat this up.
Fun.
Yeah. Well, we're the Godzilla people. We watch. We are currently caught up on everything Godzilla has released.
Wow.
Oh,
All right. Well, that is Castranger for this week. Thank you all for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, and welcome to our new subscribers who joined because of the Don Brothers video.
Yeah, we've been going at this for 9 fucking years, over 400 episodes. I tell people, like, when they ask about my podcast, I'm like, yeah, we've been doing this for like 9 years. They're like, holy shit, that's like commitment. And I was like, yeah.
Technically, it's been over 700 episodes if you count all the extras.
My boss wants to fucking listen to her show, and like he knows nothing about tokusatsu in the slightest. But like I told him, if you want to see the real me, go listen to this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so as usual, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our Facebook posts, where I post all of our episode thumbnails in a photo album, our Twitter account, our Patreon, where you can pledge to help us make the show better, our Discord server, where you can chat with our very friendly, non-toxic Toku fan community, and also listen in and join the show live as we record it, as you see with these people here. Check out our merch store, where you can buy some Castranger merch with our emblems on it, including but not limited to shirts, cups, and baby onesies.
Ah. that means hot in that creature's language.
Talking about Mr. X, not to be confused with the one from Resident Evil.
Yeah. Oh, I just encountered Mr. X for the first time in Resident Evil 2 Remake, and I do not want to finish this game because he chases you around everywhere. And I'm terrified, Ichi. You have no fucking. I do not like games where things can chase you around at any fucking time.
No, I understand perfectly.
No, thank you.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, no, thankfully I can I have like guns with unlimited ammo, so I can stun him temporarily. That's terrifying. And people have made mods where they turn him into Thomas the Tank Engine.
I see that!
Yeah. And then in Resident Evil Village, the zombies you encounter are Barney the dinosaur.
I just love the fucking shot of you walking around in Resident Evil and you just hear in the distance boop, boop,
Yeah.
boop, boop, boop,
There
boop.
it is. It's terrifying, man. I got an achievement in the game for shooting off Mr. X's hat, because apparently that's something you can do. You can
This
shoot
is
his
why
hat
I'm
off.
so glad I got into PC gaming, because the mod community for a lot of games is just hilarious.
Yeah, Ichi's been starting to play fucking Hitman, and I just genuinely was like, really?
Yeah, I'm a couple hours into Hitman.
I mean, you can throw newspapers at people.
Ever since I played the Arkham and Spider-Man games, I've gotten a taste for stealth in stealth action in video games, so I started playing Hitman.
Then you should play the Splinter Cell series, because that is stealth action fucking defined.
Maybe.
Is this still recording?
I also kind of want to play the Metal Gear Solid games. I have not played
That's
those.
also a good one. Yeah,
Is this
those
still
are great.
recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we're just going off
Yeah.
derailing because it's what we do best.
We're padding out the episode since it wasn't as long as I expected it to be.
Sentai.
All right, thank you all once again, and we will see you next week. Prepare for a lot more squealing from me, because I'll be gushing over Yanma.
Someone fucking turn him into fucking
It's wow.
Incineroar.
Wow.
Oh my god.
All right, bye-bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Watch Toku.
And thank you for 9 years of Castranger. Thank you for having.
It was
Oh, yeah.
Castranger's anniversary this past week. We've been doing it since 2014.
We all fucking love you guys, so keep listening, please.
Please.
Oh my goodness, it's called Cast Ranger because broadcast.
Buy our onesies.
All right, bye.
Should we make a Castranger photo book?